Hello and welcome to the Unstoppable Indians, a show that is dedicated to ordinary Indians with extraordinary initiative, people who are changing India. On the show today, meet the Gulabi Gang, a group of women who are fighting for their rights and putting up a strong fight at that.
60 है साल पुरानी आजादी हमें कतहु न जानी 63 साल पुरानी आजादी हमें कतहु न जानी मार मार डंडन काम करावें.
Their mission is to fight injustice. Their uniform is the pink sari. Their mascot is the Danda. They voice their rights through slogans of strength. This is the Gulabi Gang, led by Sampat Pal Devi, a force to reckon with in the Fatehpur district of Uttar Pradesh. Yes, Fatehpur, with 2,500 members, is the bastion of the Gulabi Gang. Banda is the Gulabi Gang's birthplace, but the gang's influence spreads across Uttar Pradesh, with 130,000 members across the state. Banda is at the heart of the Bundelkhand region, an area ridden by drought and poverty. Dacoits are rampant and the caste system deeply entrenched. Approximately 20% of the 1.6 million people living here are Dalits or untouchables. The local population is not surprised by the emergence of a women's vigilante group. Poverty and discrimination are fertile ground for such groups, and women have been the victims of dual discrimination, first on the basis of gender and then caste.
It was very hard for the women here. They had no rights once they were married. There have been instances of women burnt alive, women thrown out of their homes, women hung to death. But ever since the birth of the Gulabi Gang, there has been some improvement. Some women can enforce some of their rights.
Gulabi Gang, the name and the uniform were adopted in 2006. Since then, the women in pink have fought for Dalits and non-Dalits alike. Men who have abandoned or beaten their wives feel the wrath of the Gulabi Gang. Apathetic bureaucrats are not spared, and in the process, many women have been empowered. The seeds for this movement were sown way back in 1980 under the fiery leadership of the Gulabi Gang's commander-in-chief, Sampat Pal Devi.
11 बजे रात तक हम सगले हार गांव-गांव गए.
Married at the age of 11, Sampat Pal Devi has 5 children. Her husband Munilal is a vegetable and ice cream vendor. At 50, Sampat Pal's rebellious spirit is intact. She remains committed to the cause, a fight for the dignity of her female comrades.
Tubar.com It's early evening and people are waiting to catch buses home from this busy intersection in South Delhi. It's no different to hundreds of other places across the city, except that last year it's where a 23-year-old student and her male friend were lured onto a bus and then subjected to violence so despicable that it sent shockwaves around the country.
So yeah, it's quite unsafe here. We feel insecure to roam around alone also. We have to be together every time.
After being brutally bashed and raped, the victim died 2 weeks later in hospital. She's been immortalised as Nirbhaya. It sent hundreds of thousands of people onto the streets of New Delhi to voice their frustrations. And a year on, the anger generated by her ordeal still burns strongly in the hearts of many Indians.
I'm here today because I have a mother, a sister-in-law, a girlfriend who are not safe. In the days to come, my wife-to-be will not be safe, and neither will my future daughter. Because in this country where a rape occurs every 20 minutes, no woman can be safe.
The protests virtually shut Delhi down, and this year the police were out in force, seemingly as much to deter demonstrations as to protect women from attacks. The Delhi gang rape and murder has certainly opened up debate about the treatment of women, and the government has acted, introducing tough new laws for those convicted of sexual assault. And activists say progress has been made, but they're concerned about wider attitudes within Indian society. And 12 months after the Delhi gang rape, despite the promises from governments and law enforcement bodies, the raw figures don't point to much improvement, with the number of reported assaults doubling over the past year in the Delhi area.
There's clearly a culture where women are not respected, and it's just filtered down to that. So, the change has to happen from families, and from the most educated to the villages or the slum pockets or any of those.
But the police say they are doing their job, and that the higher number of reported rapes is due to women now being more comfortable in coming forward. Michael Edwards, ABC News, New Delhi.